This isn't the typical way Harmonia lady beetles fly the friendly skies, but it's how 12,000 of them traveled from Georgia to Texas. After a long winter's nap, these lady beetles have been set free to see if they can do the job which brought them to Texas, eating pesky pecan aphids.
There, see? This beetle likes trees and low shrubs, and that's why we feel like it has good potential to be effective in pecans.
Pecan aphids feed on plant juices and excrete a sticky material. These heavy deposits limit a leaf's ability to gain nutrients from sunlight. And insecticides aren't much use for the long run since populations can build quickly. So it's hoped these lady beetles will come to the rescue.
So our primary objective is getting them established in pecan orchards. They will feed on a wide range of other aphids, oaks, pines, crepe myrtles, roses, probably gardens, but they are a tree-loving arboreal type insect, and they will tend to be more in the trees.
The pecan aphid is one of the biggest threats to the state's $39 million industry. If the lady beetles do their job, they could save growers millions of dollars in insecticides.
The growers are tremendously excited about the lady beetle. We've had calls in our office from all across the country wanting more information on the lady beetles, and every time we've run something in the magazine about it, we get more calls, and growers call and ask, when can I get the bugs?
In Hearn, I'm Kelly Bostrom for the Texas Agricultural Extension Service.
The yellow aphid at one time was considered by growers as the most important pest. And the reason, if you'll see this sticky material on the surface here, this is referred to as honeydew. And this is the excrement from the aphid. The aphid feeds on the plant juices and excretes this material. And in this honeydew, you'll get a black mold. Heavy deposits will reduce the photosynthetic ability of the leaf.
We don't expect the Harmonia necessarily to be the final answer to yellow aphids, but it's one part of overall management of pecan pests. We're looking at growing cover crops to provide aphids for these beetles to feed on early in the spring, before there are aphids in the trees, using low-impact insecticides like BTs so we don't kill the lady beetles and other beneficials that we have, and just trying to manage our beneficials as well as we can. What's interesting about these beetles that the number of spots, it ranges from none up to 18 or 19. Extremely variable. But what a person looks for is the 2 white spots near the head to identify Harmonia. It almost looks like it has 2 large white eyes, but they're really spots on the sides of the head. To chew into a fingernail.
The orchard and...
But I think I'd almost rather concentrate them in a small area because I'm not sure they're mated.
Okay.
They may still need to mate. Get them too dilute, won't find partners.
Can you summarize what we've discussed here?
But at all costs, the idea is to avoid pyrethroids early in the season, and the reason is so the pyrethroids will be likely to work better later in the season. If we use them early in the season when they're not needed that badly, we may select for resistance then in the middle part of the season when they're really needed, they won't work anymore.
Thank you, Dr. Plapp, and thank you, Dr. Graves. Dr. Sherritt, is there anything else you'd like to add?
DuPont recommends 6 strategies for a successful resistance management program. Scout carefully and spray only when necessary. Time your spray applications to treat insects, especially worms, while they are small. Resist the urge to use pyrethroids full season, even if it may be less expensive per acre. Follow guidelines for local geographies. Rotate among carbamates, organophosphates, pyrethroids, and biologicals during the season. Use tank mixes sparingly. Conserve beneficial insects using options such as carbamates and biologicals early in the growing season. This should result in lighter pressure and fewer sprays later. By following these 6 steps, you should have an effective insect resistance management program that will provide effective control, keep products viable for the long term, and require fewer total sprays. The reduced need for chemical control will increase yields and profits and be better for the environment.
Thank you for joining us for Managing Cotton Insect Resistance. For more information, contact your local DuPont representative.